All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about a massive piece of the muscle building puzzle that so many people get wrong. You can spend all the hours you want in the gym, but what if the real reason you're not seeing results is actually waiting for you in your kitchen?
Does this sound familiar? You're being consistent, you're pushing your limits, you're lifting heavier, but when you look in the mirror, nothing's really changing. Man, it is one of the most frustrating feelings in the world.
And here's why. The problem usually isn't your workout. The real culprit, the thing holding you back, is probably your diet. We're talking about specific foods that aren't just unhelpful, they are actively sabotaging all of your hard work.
So let's start with culprit number 1, something that's so common it's easy to overlook, the sugar and soda trap.
Okay, so check this out. These drinks are just a nightmare for your goals. First, they hit you with a ton of empty calories. That's just pure sugar with zero of the good stuff. You know, the proteins, vitamins, and minerals your muscles are actually crying out for. This basically tells your body to start storing fat. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, which is where your body gets so overwhelmed it just starts ignoring the very hormone that's supposed to shuttle nutrients into your muscles to help them grow. And that sugar rush you feel, yeah, that leads to a nasty crash, which absolutely kills your endurance right in the middle of your workout.
So what do? The fix is super simple. Just ditch the sodas and those sugary drinks. Stick with water. It's what your body really needs. And hey, if you need that caffeine kick, go for green tea or black coffee. They're clean, effective, and can actually boost your focus.
All right, next up we have a saboteur that lures you in with convenience but makes you pay a heavy price when it comes to your progress. Let's talk about the fast food fallout.
You know, fast food is practically designed to fight against a bodybuilder's goals. It's just loaded with trans fats and refined carbs, which are two of the biggest triggers for inflammation in the body. And think of inflammation like your body's alarm system being stuck on, constantly stressed. That is a huge problem because it slows your muscle recovery to a crawl. On top of that, a diet high in this stuff can mess with your testosterone levels and send your bad cholesterol through the roof. It's like you're hitting the brakes on repair and hitting the gas on fat storage.
But here's the good news. The alternative is just as easy and way better for you. Instead of that greasy burger and fries, go for some grilled chicken and a baked potato. If you're craving a wrap, just make one at home. You get all the satisfaction without any of the sabotage.
Okay, let's tackle a 2-for-1 deal here. These next two culprits often travel together, and they are hiding in almost every packaged food on the shelf: processed sweets and high-sodium pitfalls.
Now these two work in different ways, but they're both pretty destructive. On one hand, you have processed sweets, cookies, candy bars that send your blood sugar on a wild roller coaster. This messes with your muscle-building hormones and signals your body to store more fat. On the other hand, you have super salty foods, like instant noodles or canned soups. All that sodium makes your body hold on to water, which leaves you looking bloated and totally hides the muscle definition you've been working so hard for.
And again, the swaps are just common sense. Got a sweet tooth? Grab some fresh fruit, or maybe a little bit of honey. And for adding flavor, just forget the salt-heavy packaged stuff. Start playing around with fresh herbs and spices. You'll get way better flavor without any of the bloat.
All right, it's time to talk about what might just be the single biggest enemy of muscle growth. Seriously, this one is so bad it needs its own section. I'm talking about alcohol, the ultimate gains killer.
Now, to really get why alcohol is so terrible for you, you got to understand one quick thing: protein synthesis. This is the magic process, right? It's how your body takes the protein you eat and uses it to repair those tiny tears you create in your muscles during a workout, which is what makes them go back bigger and stronger.
So, what does alcohol do to this absolutely essential process? Well, it basically walks over and presses a giant red stop button. It brings all of that crucial muscle repair to a grinding halt.
It's a triple threat, really. First, it directly slashes protein synthesis, like we just talked about. Second, it can lower your testosterone levels, a key hormone for building muscle. And third, it dehydrates you, which hurts both your performance and your recovery. Even just a little bit can set you back and undo a great workout. Okay, that was a lot of what not to do. So let's flip the script. What happens when you actually avoid these saboteurs? Let's talk about fueling your true potential. The payoff here is huge. When you cut this junk out of your diet, you're not just avoiding bad things. You start unlocking amazing results. You'll finally start packing on lean muscle instead of fat. You'll notice you're recovering way faster between workouts. Your metabolism will become a powerful, efficient engine, and your energy and focus, both in the gym and out, will just go through the roof.
It really all comes down to this. It's a simple truth. The discipline you practice in the kitchen directly translates to the results you see in the gym. You just can't have one without the other. So, I'll leave you with a question to really think about. After hearing all this, what's the #1 thing holding you back? What's the first saboteur you were going to eliminate from your diet to start seeing the results you deserve? Thanks for joining me.